Yeah, it's definitely a process. I think it took us some time to sort of get used to playing with each other because for a lot of us, it's our first time playing together, at least for me, first time playing with everyone else. Um, but I think just feeling out each game, like each game has a different feel. Every game's different. We have so many talented pieces that you never know whose day it's gonna be, and just finding whoever's hot. And I think we do such a great job of sharing the ball and moving the ball that the ball will end up finding that person that should be taking that shot.
Now that you've had 2 days left, getting to the final four, it was a dream, I guess. Now to be here, how does that change the perspective? Because just getting here isn't what.
It's been a lot of fun to just be here so far, but I feel like now that I'm here, it's less so about all the stuff around it, more so just focusing on the basketball games, and then it feels more normal because it's just like every other game that we played this year.
Yeah. Gino, I just asked Paige this. Gino's gone to 16 of the last 17 Final Fours. I mean, that's just an insane run. And to be a part of this, what does it mean? And then what does that just say about the standard of excellence? It doesn't get any easier any year.
Yeah, the standard here is definitely unlike anywhere else I think you can find in even any sports program. And I think it's just a testament to how amazing our coaches are. They're dedicated and they set the standard for us, and it's up to us to sort of live up to that. And yeah.
I think you said you grew up a UConn fan. I mean, could you ever imagine that you'd be sitting in this seat? And what does it mean for you to be a part of one of these Final Four runs?
No, I wouldn't have imagined that. And it's pretty incredible to be here right now and experience this with this team especially.
Let's keep it to one question. We'll come back to you. Then we'll go here.
I wanted to ask you about Sarah real quick. What's impressed you about just the poise she has as a freshman, and how have you as a leader kind of tried to help her along?
Yeah, Sarah's incredibly mature for being so young. She just has this sort of calmness about her that you don't really find often, and it just seems like she's always in control of whatever situation she is. What was the second part of that?
How have you helped her along as a leader?
I just try my best to remind her of the little stuff, and she's extremely receptive and does a great job of just taking in what I have to say.
I know Corey recruited you out of the portal. I don't know if she recruited you out of high school. I don't tell me that. But what kind of relationship?
No, she didn't. We built a pretty good relationship last year. I mean, I still think she's a fantastic coach, and obviously it's shown this year with what she's done with the program. Yeah.
I saw LB post on Twitter about the fan club coming down. How many folks are you expecting, and can you just kind of talk about what that support has looked like from Princeton coaches, teammates throughout the season for you?
Yeah, the support I've gotten from my Princeton coaches this season's been awesome. I mean, Coach Ruby, LD, LB, Lily, they've always been there for me for the past 4 years, and nothing's changed this year just because I'm in a different state. There are people who I talk to constantly after every game, before every game, and I'm just really excited to see them. And obviously, Julia, Ellie, Maggie, and Chet are all making the trip down as well, so I cannot wait to see them. They've also just been a huge support for me throughout this whole year. I mean, it's hard to live away from your best friends after being together for 4 years.